I'm honestly really amazed on how that repair turned out. I never had any plans of ever fixing this one. I always had planned to just leave it with just the mouth working. I scrapped that Billy Bass, the one that the seizure Billy Bass. It doesn't. The wires are off the switch now and everything. I took all the mechanics out of it. That's where I got the tailpiece from. I only put one tailpiece in it though. I don't even have both on because, like I said, the other one would just keep slipping off the shaft, and it's working now. At first the stopper piece wasn't allowing the tail to go all the way down, but it must have just broke that stopper piece, which is good because it wasn't able to really move when it was on there. Now it moves a lot more than any others I've ever seen. So we're great now. The head, just that one part was snapped, which was easy to glue back together. And the thing with these is the shafts fall out. If the parts break, they just fall right out. And it's usually common for these to have broken gears. Like, they have worm gears. They're not like the other fish. The motors like spin both directions, whereas on these others, the motor only spins one direction, and this, there's a spring in there. That's how their heads go back down. Well, with this, the tail and the body gear, it's kind of in one mechanism, but there's all separate motors. And there's no springs in this. If you move this with your hands, you're going to instantly snap it. You can't move it with your hands like that. The tail, the mouth, nothing. You can't move any of it with your hands. You'll just instantly break it. But like I said, because it uses worm gears, not motor shaft gears, and the company that made it didn't put any grease in the gearbox. So what happens is that the gears inside there end up usually getting destroyed. Well, the gears in this are fine. They had no gear problems. It was just that head part that broke and the shaft fell out, and then the tail piece. And I've had no problems with the mouth so far, when usually that's the first thing to break on these. Because I've seen there's a lot of videos where the mouth clicks when it closes the other all the way. So yeah. But I don't know, the repair turned out great, and hopefully it lasts. And I used a Techie Toys 6-volt adapter on that. That's what I was using to test it, and you can see it's not going very fast, and so I don't think it's going to break the gears like that, because as long as it's not getting too much power to where it's moving too much, I don't think the gears are going to break on this. I haven't tried it with brand new C batteries to see if it's more powerful than the adapter that I'm using, but at this point I don't really want to take the risk of messing it up like that, because it works fully now. And like I said, I never thought I was ever going to fix this one. I never had any plans. I was just going to leave it broken, but here it is fully working now. So it's pretty cool. And there's those two. Just waiting for my rocking fish to come. Too bad I didn't win Sween and Sammy, but hopefully another will pop up soon. But yeah, anyways, that's it. Alright, so I just tried it with those new batteries, and it's actually slower with the batteries than it is with the Techie adapter. And the head wasn't going all the way up because this cloth was actually caught, like it was down too far, so it was pulling the head, so it couldn't go all the way up. And the tail does still come off sometimes, but anyways, this is how it works though. Also, when you first plug it in or put the batteries in, since the motors spin both directions, it actually quickly tries to reset itself, the mouth, the head, and the tail. So if the mouth was open, if you unplugged it when the mouth was open, the head was up, and the tail was up, if you plugged it back in, it would reset itself. It's kind of interesting. Look, I mean, you won't really see much, but I mean, yeah, but basically it resets. works great, and I hope it lasts for a while, because I mean, I loved it before, even when it was broken, even when like just the mouth moved, but I like it even more now that it works. And a lot of the others I've seen on YouTube, the tails do not move much at all, like even if they were brand new, like they just weren't meant to. And this, I swear, this one looks like it moves more than any of the other videos I've seen. So I hope it can stay that way. So don't want to jinx it though. I'm just, the only part I'm really worried about is the mouth. The tail, like I said, the tail shaft does slip out, but I was able to put it back on without opening it, as long as that shaft doesn't fall out. If that happens, then I have to open the whole thing, and I might as, at that point it would be done with, because I feel like if I had to stretch this latex over again, it would just re-snap the piece that I glued, and I'm afraid about that breaking again too. So I can't really use this a lot either, but yeah, anyways, so yeah, let me go know what you guys think. So yeah. The one thing they did do right on Largemouth Lou, freaking wire harnesses, so the wires don't have to pull off the board when you're trying to fix it. Look, I opened this and discovered this piece came out, the square shaft piece. And then the tail piece is snapped, and I'm going to use that Billy Bass one that I just parted out, because I know it worked on John's. See? There's the tail. This is the mechanism. Why are these square shafts in here so loose? Like, look at this. The gears are not broken on this. The only thing I'm not understanding is, like, there's something missing for this part. There has to be. Because there's no way it's just held on by the top. So I don't know. Oh, there it is. It was in the tail. So that's what connects to this, looks like, somewhere. Now, this is something that I believe Crazy Glue would actually hold decently. Oh, this one's tail piece is black. Holy crap, the only weird thing about it is that the tail's really going to stick up. So it mounts on like this, so that's how it's going to be. It's not that it's not straight, it's just it's blocked by that little peg there. You see it? Oh. It bothers me how his tail doesn't move very much. Like, why does it have to spin both directions? It's just weird. This might be a stupid question. Do you think just having one side on, it would be fine, or do you think it would break? I don't know. I'm gonna probably have to cut that off, but it's just that doesn't stay on. It's too loose. It just keeps popping off the square shaft piece. So this is just one with one piece on. It's not that bad, to be honest. Okay, first test. Let's see what happens. Oh. The tail sucks. I mean, it works, I guess, but... motor's kind of bad in that. I think this thing just broke one of its stopper pieces because the tail moves a lot now. That's so much better. Oh my god. Because I didn't take the stopper piece off. That's so crazy. It moves so much now. Okay, so I did try it with those brand new batteries, and it actually is slower with the batteries than this adapter. Also, the head wasn't going all the way up because the cloth... That's the 2008. What the heck? Okay, that scared me.